God cares about your gut health. This is for a specific group of people who share some issues, who we share some issues that you may have to endure. For my candida overgrowth people, for my PCOS girlies, for the people who don't know what candida overgrowth is, this can affect men and women, okay? Candida overgrowth ain't nothing but overgrowth of yeast in your body. What exactly is yeast and how can it affect your body? It is basically sugar. It breaks down into sugar in your body. And the Bible also talks about in the Old Testament that the children of Israel were to eat bread without yeast. I can't even count how many times God repeated that in the Bible. He put it in there for a reason, because a lot of the times, guys, they are hiding the sugar in our food. Practical, everyday stuff like salsa or cheese, things that don't even need sugar. They're putting the sugar in our food to basically make us addicted to it, right? It's a drug. It's a silent drug. But anyway, I'm not gonna go down a rabbit hole with that, y'all, because I can't ramble. So basically, the symptoms of candida overgrowth include a white tongue, too much dandruff in your hair, on your scalp, fatigue, like you wake up tired, right? Dry patches on your skin, a foot fungus, even if you have good foot hygiene. Let's see what else. Yeast infections. Yeast infections can range from a white tongue, like I said, y'all. And yes, I have notes because, like I said, I ramble. The white tongue is basically a yeast infection. So you can have a yeast infection in your mouth. You can have one in your esophagus, which is a mucous membrane. You can have one in your stomach, which is a mucous membrane. And for my girlies, you can have one in your vagina, which is a mucous membrane. All mucous membranes is your immune system. Okay, so your skin is the biggest part of your immune system, so that's why you may have funguses or dry patches on the skin or whatever. Okay, your gut, this is why I say God really cares about your gut, because your gut is basically like your second brain. It runs your body whether you want to believe that or not. Okay, just like your brain. And so if your gut is off, your mood may be affected, your libido, your sex drive may be affected, your digestion, of course, is going to be affected, and so forth and so on, even your mental health. All right. Some other symptoms is hair thinning, mucus in the throat. And then for my PCOS girlies, you probably are experiencing some of these symptoms as well. Of course, you guys need to go to a doctor, consult a doctor. That's the disclaimer that I'm going to give you. I always do that, but I'm just speaking from experience, right? Because I've been dealing with this for quite a while, and I've reached some breakthroughs, and I feel like that this basically constitutes me a right to come on here and tell you guys about this, in hopes that it'll help at least one person, if not 10. Okay. All right. So the breakthroughs that I mentioned, I'm going to go into detail. I moved. That was my biggest breakthrough, right? Because I was living in a moldy, damp apartment, and I didn't know I was living in an apartment for 4 years. 2 of those 4 years, I didn't know that the mold was as bad as it was. So if you guys are living in like a very old building, an old apartment, an old house, especially apartments, guys, these days what they do is they paint over mold. So you living in mold sometimes and you don't even know it. And so the damp and the mold is basically like a fungus. The candida is a fungus, and it can produce an overproduction of sugar in your body. All right, that's what it's going to break down into. And then another cause, that's a cause, right, is a damp environment with mold. Another cause of candida overgrowth is excess antibiotics. So if you're somebody who was sick a lot growing up, or in your young adulthood or whatever, you can get candida overgrowth from there. I know mine didn't come from there because I barely go to the doctor. All right. Another breakthrough that I reached was I went on a candida detox, which basically is lean meats and vegetables. I lost about 40 pounds within 2 to 3 months. Okay. Now I didn't even know I was losing this much weight until I start paying attention to how my clothes fit and people start saying things. And so they are not lying when they say most of your weight loss comes from your lifestyle, your diet, not exercise. Exercise, of course, can boost it. Okay. So that was another big breakthrough that I reached, is I basically detoxed my body of the drug sugar, and I lost weight. Guess what, y'all? I went through a withdrawal. Like I said, it's a drug. I went through a withdrawal because I detoxed 2 to 3 months, and I start getting hives. I broke out in hives, rashes under my breast, under my stomach, and I had a fever. I had cold sweats. My body was very fatigued. So basically felt like I had the flu. So yeah, that is a symptom of withdrawals from sugar. So if you experience that, keep going because it's working. Right? So that is one of my biggest breakthroughs, is that I lost that weight, and I moved out of the damp environment, and it has been some work, y'all. It has been some work. I had to partner with God to heal my body, and this is why I'm coming to help you guys. So you're wondering, like, okay, well, what can you do to me? Give me some practical solutions, right? If you have this problem, this is for you. Here are the solutions. Start eating lean meats and vegetables and berries. And I say berries because a lot of the fruit that we eat has a lot of sugar, like bananas, you got mangoes, and even pineapple. You want to cut that out. You want to eat berries, okay? That's a low sugar fruit. Of course, you can eat avocado, which is a low sugar fruit. And lean meats include like turkey, you got seafood, and chicken. But be careful, be leery of that chicken, honey, because y'all don't know what they're doing to that chicken. Oh, speaking of what they're doing to the chicken, it done made it to our vegetables. It done made it to our vegetables. I'm gonna put up a picture here showing you guys what they did to the ginger in Walmart. Now, why y'all making ginger that big? And I'm a person, I really don't buy organic like that because I feel like it's a marketing scheme. But when I bought the organic, it was significantly smaller than the regular ginger. Okay, so it's made it all the way to our produce. So be careful of how you're buying the produce because they're injecting it with something or whatever to make it bigger. Even my blueberries, the last pack of blueberries, they were like this big. And y'all know blueberries are not supposed to be that big, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. That's the number one solution: lean meats and vegetables. Okay, the number two solution is antifungal products. So that would be like coconut oil. Start cooking with coconut oil. Start putting coconut oil on your skin, because remember, your skin is like the biggest organ of your immune system, because that's what candida overgrowth and PCOS is doing, is kind of attacking your immune system. Not kind of, it is, right? Of course, you can use what is it called? Not castor oil. Castor oil is a good one. Olive oil, that's a great oil to cook in. So try to avoid this unsaturated fats like lard or vegetable oil, canola oil. So like, don't cook with it, okay, because it's going to break down into sugar in your body. Oil of oregano, you can cook with oregano, you can drink the oil oregano is a big one. Apple cider vinegar, big one. Raw garlic, raw onions, good one. All of these things are anti-inflammatory, antifungal. They're going to cut the sugar out of your body. It works, y'all. Okay. The third solution would be water. Drink half of your body weight in water a day. All right. Exercise, that's a big one. Now, when I say exercise, no, you do not have to go and work out 45 minutes to an hour doing a strenuous workout. You can walk for 30 minutes a day, jog for 20 minutes a day, do some light cardio for 20-30 minutes a day. Okay, just move your body. It's gonna help, I'm telling you. It seems unrelated, guys, but it's not. Okay. And when you shop for your lean meats and vegetables, I just gave you 4 solutions, by the way. When you shop for your lean meats and vegetables, try to shop, when you go to the grocery store, this is just a tip, shop in the outer circle of the grocery store. Okay, if you pay attention, the outer circle of the grocery store is Whole Foods. That's what you're focusing on. Whole Foods are the fruits and vegetables and the meats. Stay away from dairy. Number one thing you want to stay away from when it comes down to PCOS, candida overgrowth, losing weight, digesting issues, is because it breaks down into sugar in your body. Dairy is just really not that good for you, y'all.